and say that I want to be like them because of the relationship they have with Jesus, and they're not high-minded, they're not proud, they're not puffed up, they're not exalted. Paul said it like this. He said, in order for me to keep a poor spirit, God gave me a messenger of Satan to buffet me. He said, because of all the revelation that he had gotten, he had to make sure that he didn't get too puffed up, work beyond his measure. Poor in spirit. Everybody say poor in spirit. Luke chapter number 5 and verse number 8. This is Peter learning these lessons of God. He stood by the lake Gennesaret. He stood by the lake Gennesaret, and he saw two ships standing by the lake, and the fishermen had gone out of them and were washing their nets. And he entered one of the ships, which was Simon's. This is Peter. And he prayed him, or asked him, that he would thrust out a little bit from the land. And then Jesus sits down and he taught the people out of the ship. So he borrowed Peter's ship to preach. Verse 4, now when he had left speaking, he said unto Simon, launch out into the deep and let down your nets for a draught. And Simon answered and said unto him, Lord, Master, we have fished. And Simon answered and said unto him, Lord, Master, we have fished all night. We've toiled, we've wrestled. Unto their partners, which were on the other ships, that they would come and help him. And they came and they filled both the ships, so much that they began to sink. And when Peter saw it, he fell down. This is a poor in spirit. When Peter saw this, he fell down at Jesus' knees, saying, depart from me, for I am a sinful man, O Lord. See, when you're poor in spirit, you understand that if it wasn't for God's grace and mercy, you wouldn't even be able to be around him. Peter had that mindset. But first of all, you see Peter loaned or sold his boat into Jesus' ministry. And as a result of him sowing that or giving his boat to Jesus' ministry, look at the influx of the return that he got for supporting it. And then here's where the word partner shows up in the Bible. Peter said to his partners, hey, y'all, come and get some of this. See, when you're poor in spirit and you overcome and you learn these things, you want everybody you can to get some of this. Poor in spirit is not about comparing yourself with others. Write this down. It's about seeing ourselves in comparison to God. That's my first point, my first and last point. Poor in spirit is not about comparing ourselves with others. It's not looking at my neighbor. It's not looking at my wife, my husband. We don't compare ourselves with ourselves. It's not people in the church that we're comparing ourselves to. You want to compare yourself to God. God is holy. God does things right. He does things in order. He doesn't get out of order with what he's doing. He makes things better, or things are better when God touches them. When God leads, it's not a Pharisee spirit. The Pharisees thought they were more righteous than anybody. We can do that. It's easy to do that in the church. It's easy in the church that once you've got a little bit of knowledge that you think you're better than other people, because they have not come along where you are. Could be culture, could be background, could be education, could be a myriad of things that they haven't advanced in. How do you keep the right spirit when somebody hasn't advanced like you have? A kindergarten teacher. A kindergarten teacher has to have patience, every grade level, but we'll just start with the first. Together, you got 2 apples. Simple, little things. She teaches that for 12 months or however long the school year is, 6 or 7 months or 9 months. She teaches that, and then she gets another class. Now that teacher knows what 1 + 1 is. She knows Mary ran, Jack jumped,